Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others, no matter how hard they try, keep struggling? What if I told you that abundance is not something you chase, but something you become? If you stay with me until the end of this video, you'll experience a complete energetic shift, where your words, your emotions, and your vibration merge into one powerful magnetic field that begins pulling prosperity into your life automatically. In the next few moments, you will learn how to use magnetic words of abundance to reprogram your subconscious mind, align your frequency with wealth, and dissolve the invisible walls that have kept you stuck in scarcity. This is not about luck. It's not about effort. It's about energy, your energy, and how it vibrates with the infinite source of creation that responds to your every thought and emotion. If you've ever felt that money slips away no matter how much you earn, if you felt unworthy of success, or afraid that you'll never break free from financial struggle, this session was made for you. Because today, you will not just listen to words, you will embody them. Each affirmation you hear will send new instructions to your subconscious mind, replacing old patterns of lack with new neural pathways of confidence, freedom, and abundance. By the end of this video, you'll feel calmer, clearer, and magnetically aligned with the vibration of prosperity itself. Your mind will stop resisting, your heart will open, and your energy will expand to receive what is already yours. All you need to do is listen, breathe, and allow. Let the frequency of these words awaken the version of you who no longer needs to chase abundance, because abundance is your natural state. So take a deep breath. Let go of the tension in your body, and prepare to enter a space where every word you hear rewires your energy, every thought becomes magnetic, and every vibration moves you closer to the life you deserve. Your transformation begins right now. The invisible threads. How Jung discovered the language of synchronicity. Carl Jung once said, "Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see." He wasn't speaking in riddles. He was describing something that every soul feels but few truly understand. That life is constantly communicating with us, not through words, but through symbols, patterns, and coincidences so meaningful that they defy logic. Jung called this the language of the unconscious, the whisper of the universe beneath the noise of the mind. When Jung began studying the unconscious, he noticed something astonishing. His patients often experienced external events that mirrored their inner states. A woman dreaming of a scarab beetle, for example, was interrupted mid-session by a real scarab tapping against the window, a moment so improbable that it cracked open her rational mind and allowed healing to enter. Jung realized that these coincidences were not random. They were the psyche and the cosmos dancing in perfect synchrony. He called it synchronicity, a bridge between the invisible and the visible. Think about your own life for a moment. Have you ever thought of someone, only for them to call minutes later? Have you seen repeating numbers, 1111, 333, 777, appearing just when you're at a crossroads? Or maybe you've heard a song, or stumbled upon a message online, that felt as if it were written just for you. That's not randomness. That's the universe aligning events to reflect your inner vibration back to you. It's a mirror, showing you where your energy truly stands. Jung's revelation was that our outer world is a projection of our inner one. Every coincidence carries meaning. Every pattern is a reflection. The more aware we become, the clearer the messages become. When we ignore them, life speaks louder, through disruptions, delays, and emotional friction. When we listen, the path opens effortlessly. The question isn't whether the universe is talking, it's whether we're listening. This is where true spiritual mastery begins. When you stop seeing life as random, and start seeing it as responsive. Every challenge, every encounter, every delay becomes a message from the deeper intelligence of your soul. The same intelligence that guided Jung through his mystical explorations is guiding you now, if you're willing to observe. So as we move deeper into this journey, remember this truth. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a co-creator of meaning. The universe is not testing you. It's communicating with you, moment by moment, in the language of symbols, emotions, and synchronicities. When you begin to see your life as a living dialogue with the universe, everything changes. Suddenly, what once felt chaotic begins to reveal divine order. You notice that the breakup that shattered you was really redirecting you to self-love. The job loss that crushed you was clearing space for your true calling. The delay, the rejection, the unexpected twist, all of them, pieces of a grand design far beyond your logical comprehension. This realization doesn't make life easier. It makes it sacred. Every moment becomes infused with meaning, every pain becomes an initiation, and every coincidence becomes a whisper from the infinite consciousness guiding you home. But here's the secret most people miss. Synchronicity responds not to your words, but to your state of being. The universe mirrors vibration, not vocabulary. If you say you want abundance but vibrate with fear, you attract situations that confirm your fear. If you say you want love but hold beliefs of unworthiness, you attract lessons that mirror that wound. Jung understood this long before the term law of attraction became popular. He taught that to change your outer world, you must first integrate your inner one, to become whole. Once you align thought, feeling, and belief, the outer world can't help but rearrange itself around your new frequency. So when you start seeing patterns, when the same numbers, faces, or messages keep showing up, stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this showing me?" That simple shift in awareness transforms you from a passive observer into a conscious participant in your evolution. Life stops being something that happens to you and becomes something that happens for you. Every coincidence becomes a conversation. Every repetition becomes revelation. And every moment, no matter how small, becomes a step closer to remembering what Jung ultimately discovered. The outer world is a living reflection of the soul within. The mirror of the psyche, understanding projection and manifestation. Carl Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." He wasn't talking about simple psychology. He was revealing one of the most profound spiritual truths ever discovered. We do not see the world as it is, we see it as we are. The outer world is a mirror, constantly reflecting the hidden contents of our inner world. Every encounter, every trigger, every reaction is a message from the soul, designed to bring the unconscious into the light of awareness. In Jung's eyes, projection was not a flaw of the human mind, it was a sacred mechanism for awakening. Every person who crosses your path is a teacher. The ones who make you feel loved reflect your healed parts. The ones who challenge, frustrate, or hurt you reflect your unhealed ones. When Jung explored the depths of the unconscious, he realized that most people are at war with their own shadows, the repressed emotions, desires, and fears they refuse to see. The mind, unable to integrate these parts, projects them onto others. You blame your partner for being controlling when it's your fear of losing control that's screaming to be healed. You call someone selfish, not realizing it's your suppressed need for self-prioritization asking to be honored. The more unaware you are of your inner world, the more the outer world has to scream to get your attention. Arguments, losses, betrayals, they are not punishments. They are reflections. Mirrors sent by the universe to show you where your energy is misaligned, where your vibration contradicts your desires. Once you understand this, everything changes. You stop reacting and start reflecting. You stop blaming and start observing. And through that awareness, projection transforms into revelation. You begin to see the divine intelligence behind every emotional trigger. When you realize that every person in your life is a mirror, you stop running from pain and start learning from it. That friend who betrayed you, they reflected your own fear of trusting again. The partner who abandoned you, they mirrored the parts of you that still abandon yourself. The colleague who triggered your insecurity, they revealed where your self-worth still needs roots. Each of these moments carries sacred data about your soul's evolution. The universe doesn't send people to break you, it sends them to awaken you. Every emotional reaction is a map, pointing you toward the next layer of healing. Instead of resisting, you begin to ask, what in me is this showing me? And from that awareness, your vibration rises, and the mirror softens. Projection, in Jung's work, was never meant to be judged, it was meant to be understood. When you recognize that what you see outside is simply an echo of what's inside, you reclaim your power. You stop trying to fix the world and start transforming the only place that truly creates it, your consciousness. The moment you own your projections, you pull your energy back from everyone and everything that once controlled you. You're no longer at the mercy of others' behavior, because you understand that your perception shapes your experience. Jung called this individuation, the sacred process of becoming whole by integrating every disowned part of yourself. And when wholeness becomes your vibration, the outer world responds with harmony. So imagine this for a moment. What if every conflict in your life is not punishment, but prophecy? What if every person who challenges you is secretly helping you evolve into your higher self? That's the miracle hidden in the mirror. The ego sees separation. The soul sees reflection. When you choose to see life this way, something inside you softens. Forgiveness becomes easier, compassion becomes natural, and your energy becomes lighter. The world outside you begins to shift in ways that feel almost magical, not because it changed, but because you did. The mirror simply caught up to the truth of your new vibration. The shadow within, how healing your darkness unlocks your light. Carl Jung taught that one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This single idea contains the essence of transformation. Because the truth is, you cannot manifest your higher self while rejecting the parts of you you've labeled as unworthy, shameful, or broken. The shadow, as Jung called it, is not evil, it's simply the unseen. It's everything you've suppressed to be loved, accepted, or safe. It's the pain you never spoke, the anger you repressed, the desires you buried, and the fears you denied. To meet your shadow is to meet yourself in the raw, unfiltered light of truth. From birth, society teaches us to wear masks, to hide our vulnerability, suppress our emotions, and pretend everything is fine. But those masks come at a cost. Every emotion you refuse to feel gets stored in the subconscious, waiting to be acknowledged. Over time, these suppressed energies crystallize into limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'll always struggle. The shadow is not your enemy. It's the wounded child within you who just wants to be seen, held, and accepted. The moment you stop running from it and start listening, healing begins. Because light doesn't destroy darkness, it integrates it. Jung discovered that when people deny their shadows, the shadow controls them from behind the curtain. It leaks through anger, jealousy, and projection, through the very behaviors we judge in others. But when you face your darkness with compassion, you dissolve its power. You realize that your deepest pain was never here to punish you. It was here to awaken you. Every wound carries wisdom, every fear conceals freedom, and every shadow holds the seed of your light. To embrace your shadow is to reclaim the parts of your soul that you exiled long ago. And when you do, your energy becomes whole, radiant, and magnetic once again. When you finally stop running from your darkness, you realize it was never chasing you, it was calling you. Every anxiety, every heartbreak, every self-sabotage was your shadow's way of saying, "Please, see me." The pain you've tried to suppress for years doesn't disappear. It transforms into the voice of your awakening. Most people try to manifest light while hiding from their wounds, but that's like trying to build a house on cracked ground. Healing your shadow doesn't mean reliving your trauma. It means releasing your resistance to it. The moment you look at your pain without judgment, it begins to dissolve. Because your shadow doesn't need punishment, it needs presence. This is the moment your vibration shifts. The energy that once drained you now becomes your power. The heartbreak that once defined you becomes your compassion. The fear that once paralyzed you becomes your wisdom. Jung understood that the greatest alchemists were not those who avoided darkness, but those who transmuted it into gold. You don't become powerful by pretending to be perfect. You become powerful by being whole. By embracing your humanity, you awaken your divinity. And when your light and darkness merge into one, your energy becomes unstoppable. A frequency so authentic that it magnetizes everything that resonates with your true self. Think about this. The world doesn't need another version of who you think you should be. It needs the version of you that's real, the one who has cried, broken, and risen again. That raw authenticity is your magnetism. It's what draws love, abundance, and opportunity effortlessly into your field. The universe responds not to perfection, but to truth. And when you stand in your truth, shadow and light united, the external world shifts to mirror that wholeness back to you. Jung's message was clear. You cannot manifest heaven while rejecting hell. But once you embrace both, you become the bridge, the living embodiment of transformation itself. The power of awareness. How conscious observation transforms reality. Carl Jung taught that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. This statement reveals one of the greatest secrets of creation. Awareness changes everything. What you observe with presence, you transform. What you ignore, you repeat. Awareness is the light that dissolves illusion. It is not just knowing. It is seeing from the center of your being, where truth resides beyond emotion and thought. The moment you observe a pattern without reacting to it, you reclaim your power. Because you are no longer trapped inside the story. You are witnessing the story unfold from the level of the soul. Every time you observe your anger, your fear, or your jealousy with curiosity instead of resistance, something miraculous happens. It loses its grip. Jung understood that emotions are not enemies. They are messengers. When you become aware of them, they no longer control you from the shadows. They become allies guiding you toward integration. In that moment of conscious witnessing, you are no longer the mind reacting. You are the awareness behind the mind. That shift is liberation. It's the difference between drowning in your emotions and realizing you are the ocean itself. Awareness is not passive. It is a creative force. Whatever you bring your conscious attention to begins to change at the quantum level. Modern science now confirms what mystics like Jung intuited. The observer effect in quantum physics shows that the very act of observation influences the outcome. The same is true within you. When you observe your limiting beliefs, they begin to loosen. When you watch your fears instead of fighting them, they start to dissolve. Your attention is alchemy. It transforms everything it touches. That is why the path to manifestation is not about controlling reality. It's about becoming so aware that your vibration naturally aligns with what you wish to create. Awareness is not about control. It's about surrender. The more you try to fix what you see, the more you resist it. But when you simply observe, something magical happens. The energy starts to reorganize itself into harmony. It's like standing in the eye of a storm. You're no longer being thrown around by the winds of emotion. You are the stillness at the center. This is what Jung meant by making the unconscious conscious. You cannot fight darkness with darkness. You illuminate it by observing it with love. Awareness is light. When you bring awareness to your pain, it melts. When you bring awareness to your fear, it transforms. When you bring awareness to your thoughts, they lose power. You become free, not because life changed, but because you did. Think of your awareness as the sun. It doesn't judge the storm clouds that pass by. It simply shines. The moment you identify with awareness instead of your thoughts, you transcend suffering. Jung's teachings remind us that awareness is the bridge between the human and the divine, between your mind and your higher consciousness. When you practice being aware, you begin to see the pattern behind every situation. You start to notice how your inner world creates your outer world, moment by moment. That realization dissolves victimhood. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and begin to ask, "What is this teaching me?" The shift is subtle but life-changing. Awareness doesn't remove challenges. It reveals their purpose. Awareness is the birthplace of transformation. The more conscious you become, the faster your reality rearranges itself to match your vibration. You stop attracting chaos because you stop radiating resistance. The universe begins to flow in your favor, not because it suddenly loves you more, but because you finally stepped into alignment with what you are, pure consciousness, observing itself. When you live from that space, life feels effortless. Opportunities appear without struggle. Relationships harmonize without force. You become magnetic not through effort, but through presence. Because the highest frequency in the universe isn't action, it's awareness. The alchemy of the soul, turning pain into power. Carl Jung believed that suffering was not something to escape, but something to transform. He saw pain as the crucible where the soul refines itself, where raw emotion becomes wisdom and despair becomes light. In his own words, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. Every challenge, heartbreak, or loss is not here to break you, but to burn away what you are not, so that who you truly are can emerge, radiant and unshakable. Alchemy, in Jung's view, was not about turning metal into gold. It was about turning human suffering into spiritual awakening. Every time you face your pain with awareness, you're performing an act of divine alchemy. The energy that once kept you trapped in fear becomes the same force that sets you free. Most people try to escape their pain, through distractions, addictions, or denial, not realizing that pain ignored becomes poison, while pain embraced becomes power. Jung discovered that the moment you stop running from your suffering, it begins to speak to you. And when you listen, it reveals exactly what your soul came here to learn. In that moment, pain stops being punishment and becomes initiation, a rite of passage into higher consciousness. Pain, when seen through the lens of awareness, is sacred fire. It burns, yes, but it also purifies. It strips away illusion, ego, and false identity until only truth remains. When you surrender to this process, you begin to understand that nothing in your life was ever wasted. Not a single tear, not a single heartbreak, not a single night of doubt. Everything you've lived through has been shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. That realization doesn't just heal you, it awakens you. You stop seeing life as cruel and start seeing it as creative. You stop asking, "Why me?" and begin to whisper, "Thank you." When you begin to see pain not as a punishment, but as a process, everything shifts. The very experiences you once cursed become the moments that built your strength. The people who hurt you become your greatest teachers. The heartbreak that shattered you taught you how to love deeper. The failures that humiliated you taught you humility and resilience. Jung believed that pain is the universe's way of initiating you into your true power. It strips away the false layers of identity until you can finally see yourself clearly. When you allow pain to exist without running from it, you transform it. The fire that once consumed you now illuminates your path. The ashes of your suffering become the soil where your soul blossoms. There is an ancient law of energy that both Jung and mystics understood. Energy never disappears, it only changes form. That means your pain never leaves you. It evolves. Every emotion you feel, every tear you shed, holds pure energy. When you meet that energy with awareness and love, it transmutes. Fear becomes strength. Grief becomes compassion. Anger becomes clarity. This is the true alchemy of the soul, the ability to take what once hurt you and turn it into the frequency that heals others. The very wound that broke you becomes the portal through which your light enters the world. That's why your story matters. Your pain isn't meaningless. It's your masterpiece in progress. So when you feel lost, when you're on your knees wondering if you'll ever rise again, remember this: the gold is always hidden in the fire. What burns you is refining you. What ends is preparing space for what's next. Pain is not the end of your story. It's the transformation between chapters. Every moment you choose awareness over avoidance, love over fear, truth over denial, you are performing alchemy. You are turning lead into gold, fear into faith, darkness into dawn. And as you do, you begin to see that the purpose of pain was never to destroy you, but to awaken the infinite power that was sleeping within you all along. Synchronicity and destiny. When the universe starts responding to you. Carl Jung introduced the world to the concept of synchronicity, those seemingly impossible coincidences that carry deep personal meaning. He described them as acausal connecting principles, moments when the inner world and the outer world align perfectly, as if the universe itself were responding to your soul. When you begin to live in awareness, when your vibration harmonizes with truth, synchronicities start appearing everywhere, not by chance, but by resonance. They are signs that your consciousness and your destiny are beginning to dance in rhythm. Have you ever thought about someone, and they suddenly called you? Or found exactly what you needed at the perfect time? That's not luck, it's alignment. The more conscious you become, the more these moments multiply. The world begins to mirror your state of being with astonishing precision. Jung believed that synchronicity was the bridge between psychology and spirituality. Proof that the psyche is not isolated, but intricately connected to a living, intelligent universe. Every event that unfolds before you carries meaning. Every symbol, every encounter, every coincidence is a whisper from the divine, guiding you toward your next evolution. Synchronicities are not rewards. They are reflections. They show you where your energy currently stands. When you are in harmony, life flows. When you are out of alignment, the flow feels blocked. That is not the universe punishing you. It's simply feedback, an energetic mirror. When you tune your frequency to gratitude, awareness, and trust, you activate the law of resonance. The universe begins to rearrange itself to match your vibration. What you think, feel, and believe creates ripples that echo across the quantum field, attracting experiences that confirm your energy. This is how destiny unfolds, not through control, but through connection. When you begin to truly trust the rhythm of life, synchronicities become your new language of communication with the universe. The timing of events stops feeling random and starts feeling poetic. You realize that everything, even the smallest encounter or delay, carries purpose. The wrong turn that led you to the right place. The stranger who said exactly what you needed to hear. The opportunity that appeared when you stopped forcing. These are not accidents. They are divine choreography. Every synchronicity is the universe saying, yes, you're in flow. When you pay attention to these signs, your intuition sharpens, your energy expands, and your path becomes illuminated by invisible hands guiding you forward. Jung understood that the more you align your inner world with truth, the more the outer world mirrors that truth back to you in unmistakable ways. Synchronicity is a reflection of coherence, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions vibrate in harmony with the same frequency. That's when the impossible starts to feel natural. You think of a solution, and it arrives. You dream of expansion, and doors open. You release doubt, and clarity rushes in. The magic isn't in the coincidence. It's in the consciousness that perceives it. When you stop trying to control outcomes and instead cultivate presence, you create a field of energy so coherent that reality begins to respond instantly. That's not fantasy. That's alignment in motion. Synchronicity teaches you to trust the unseen. It invites you to walk by faith, not by sight. When you stop demanding proof and start embodying belief, miracles stop being rare and start being routine. The universe doesn't operate through struggle. It operates through frequency. The moment you align your vibration with peace, gratitude, and trust, reality has no choice but to reflect it. You start to understand that you were never disconnected. You were just unaware. Every sign, every symbol, every coincidence is the universe whispering, "You are not alone. You are exactly where you're meant to be." That realization turns ordinary life into a living conversation with the divine. The wholeness within, becoming the conscious creator of your reality. Carl Jung believed that the ultimate goal of human life was individuation, the process of becoming whole. Not perfect, not flawless, but whole. He understood that enlightenment is not about escaping the human experience, but embracing every part of it. The light and the dark, the joy and the pain, the shadow and the divine. When you stop rejecting yourself and start integrating every piece of your being, you step into the power that was always yours. The power to create consciously. You stop living from reaction and start living from creation. And that's when life transforms from something that happens to you into something that flows through you. You are not separate from the energy that creates worlds. You are an expression of it. Jung's work reveals that the psyche and the universe are mirrors of one another. What exists in the collective exists within you. What you heal within yourself, you heal in the collective. When you awaken to this truth, you stop searching for meaning outside, because you realize you are meaning itself. Manifestation is no longer about desire. It's about remembrance. You remember that you are already connected to everything you seek. You remember that your thoughts are energy, your emotions are vibration, and your presence is creation in motion. Wholeness is not a destination. It's a return. A return to yourself. When you integrate every fragment you've ever disowned, you dissolve the illusion of separation. Fear fades. Resistance dissolves. You begin to live in harmony with what is, allowing life to move through you with grace. You no longer force outcomes. You flow with them. And in that flow, you find power. Because the moment you align with your true self, the universe doesn't need to test you anymore. It begins to express itself through you. Wholeness begins the moment you stop seeking outside of yourself what was never missing within you. Every time you chase happiness, validation, or abundance, you affirm the illusion of lack. But when you pause, breathe, and turn inward, you discover something extraordinary. The peace you were searching for has always been there, quietly waiting beneath the noise. Jung knew that enlightenment was not found in the heavens, but in the human heart. It's the merging of the conscious and the unconscious, the divine and the human, the eternal and the temporary. When you recognize that the same creative force that moves galaxies also beats your heart, you stop doubting your power. You begin to live as a conscious creator, not through effort, but through awareness. You are not becoming something new. You are remembering who you already are. Every experience, every heartbreak, every miracle was designed to lead you back to this realization. Life is not a test, it's a mirror. What you see outside is the reflection of your inner frequency. The moment you accept yourself completely, the light and the dark, the fear and the courage, you collapse the illusion of duality. You see that creation and destruction are not opposites, but partners in evolution. Wholeness means allowing everything to exist without resistance. It means trusting that even your imperfections are part of the divine design. When you live from that awareness, manifestation stops being a technique. It becomes your natural state of being. Wholeness is freedom. It is the end of striving and the beginning of surrender. It is walking through life knowing that nothing can truly be taken from you, because nothing is missing. You are the dreamer and the dream, the creator and the creation. The same intelligence that guides the stars also guides your path, aligning every experience to serve your awakening. When you live from this truth, you radiate peace. Not because life is perfect, but because you are. That vibration transforms everything it touches. It draws opportunities, people, and synchronicities effortlessly into your field. You no longer chase alignment. You are alignment. And in that wholeness, you remember the ultimate truth Jung tried to teach us. You were never searching for the light, you were becoming it. The journey back to yourself. As we come to the end of this journey, take a deep breath. You've just walked through the sacred landscapes of your own consciousness. From shadow to light, from chaos to clarity, from illusion to truth. You've learned that nothing in your life has ever been random. Every pain, every coincidence, every synchronicity has been the universe guiding you back home, to yourself. Jung's wisdom reminds us that the world outside is not separate from you. It is the mirror of your inner state. The moment you awaken to that truth, you stop searching for meaning and begin to live as meaning itself. You are not broken, and you never were. Every shadow you faced was just a forgotten fragment of your wholeness, asking to be seen. The darkness was never your enemy. It was the soil from which your light was meant to grow. The more you embrace yourself, the more the universe embraces you. Because the outer world always responds to your inner vibration. When you change within, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself around your new frequency. That is the secret Jung uncovered. That transformation begins the moment awareness is born. So now I ask you, what part of your life is trying to speak to you right now? What patterns are you ready to stop repeating? What messages is the universe showing you through the people, emotions, and synchronicities that surround you every day? Leave your reflection in the comments below, because your awareness might be the key someone else needs to awaken. Share your experience, your realization, or the sign that brought you here today. Let this space become a circle of consciousness, a field of souls remembering their power together. If this message spoke to your heart, take a moment to subscribe and activate the notifications, so you never miss a moment of awakening. Each video we create here is a portal, a vibration designed to help you expand your mind, heal your heart, and remember your power as the conscious creator of your reality. Together, we're building a community that lives not in fear, but in frequency, not in control, but in connection. And before you go, I invite you to watch the video that came before this one. It's deeply connected to today's journey. In it, we dive even deeper into how the subconscious mind communicates with the universe, and how you can reprogram your energy to attract the life you've always felt was meant for you. Until then, remember this truth. You are not chasing abundance, love, or peace. You are becoming the vibration of it. And when you do, life will rise to meet you. Always. The power was always within you. As we reach the end of this journey, let's take a moment to breathe and reflect on everything you've just experienced. You've walked through the hidden corridors of your own mind, learned how energy responds to thought, and witnessed how your consciousness literally shapes your reality. You've seen how awareness transforms pain into wisdom, and how every challenge, every delay, every synchronicity is the universe guiding you toward your higher self. The lesson is clear. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you, as an invitation to awaken. Throughout this video, you've discovered the power of self-awareness, the magic of synchronicity, and the truth of your wholeness. You've remembered that manifestation isn't about wishing or forcing, it's about becoming. The reality you experience is a reflection of the vibration you hold within. When you heal, forgive, and align, life responds instantly. This is the core of Jung's teaching, and it's also the essence of spiritual mastery. The understanding that the universe is not separate from you. It is you, expressing, expanding, and evolving through your consciousness. Now, I want to ask you something that might change your life. What message has the universe been trying to send you lately that you've been ignoring? What patterns keep repeating, asking to be healed? Take a moment to reflect on that, and when you're ready, share your answer in the comments. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. This channel isn't just about watching, it's about awakening together. Every comment, every story, every realization creates a ripple of energy that expands beyond what words can describe. If this message resonated with you, if you felt something awaken deep inside, then subscribe to this channel and activate the notifications right now. Each video here is more than content. It's a transmission of frequency. It's designed to realign your energy, reprogram your mind, and help you become the conscious creator of your life. By joining this community, you're not just watching transformation, you're becoming it. And before you go, I invite you to continue your journey by watching the previous video. It's the perfect next step. In that one, we explore how your subconscious mind connects directly with the quantum field, and how to rewire it to attract miracles effortlessly. Remember, awakening is not a single moment. It's a rhythm. Every time you return here, you realign with the truth. The power you seek has always been within you. You just needed to remember.